We look really dreamy.
We do. The sun is shining.
It's like a dream sequence.
It could be. We're going to wake up and we're going to find out who shot JR or what?
Who?
Oh, God, you're so young. Your mom will know.
Rona, comment. Who shot JR?
My mom will know, too. All right, let's do the beginning.
Okay. Doodaloo, doodaloo. Hey everybody, I'm Michelle Carre.
And I'm Matt Carre.
And this is Riding in Cars with Cars.
With the Carre Group of Redline Real Estate here in Airdrie.
So we are driving around. We interview local people and business owners and learn more about who they are and what they do here in Airdrie and learn about the businesses.
Showcase the great city of Airdrie. That's what we're doing.
Yeah. So today we're off to pick up Kristen Reid, who is a lawyer with Hassett & Reid LLP.
LLP.
That's my favorite thing to say when I introduce them, like when I MC events and stuff.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, LLP. We'll ask her what that means. That'll be the hard-hitting question.
Yeah, we'll be, yeah.
Anyways, we'll go get Kristen and have her in the car.
Well, welcome, Kristen, into the Car with Cars.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Where are we going today?
We're just driving around the city of Airdrie. We're going to chat. We're going to talk. We're going to sing, probably.
But our first hard-hitting question is, what does LLP stand for?
It's a limited liability partnership.
Nailed it!
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
I said
What
legal,
did you bet it was?
Legal law practice.
Also a good guess.
That would have been good.
We could be Hassett & Reid LLP LLP.
There you
What
go.
do we think?
So many LLPs. I love it. I love it.
Now, I do have one quick question. Why is it not Reid and Hassett? Because obviously the class of the organization lies in the car here, sits in the car here today.
I'm not lying down. I appreciate you saying that. So we typically do defer to the more senior of the partners. I'd say that's kind of a classic
legal law practice.
Yeah,
naming
exactly.
firm.
Like
Right.
Pearson Spector.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
This is the hard-hitting question. The other one. This is going to be an intense interview.
Okay, good.
So when I do talks and I talk about real estate, I tell people it's nothing like what you see on HGTV. But I want to know, is practicing law exactly like what you see on Suits?
No, and it's funny because I tell people that what I do is nothing like what you see on TV. Also, like that is actually something that I say because it's nothing, it's not like Law and Order. It's not like, especially not what I do, right? You don't see a lot of real estate law and wills and estates planning,
big tension moments when they're pulling title.
Exactly. Although Mike, my husband, will say that whenever you're watching Suits, there's always that moment where they pull out the document, right? There's always that document that they've got and they hand it to them in the folder, and that's kind of always the end of the aha moment in the show. So yeah, we don't really have that. But we do handle a lot of documents.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Michelle.
Yes.
Well, I think even Harvey could make real estate law pretty sense.
He could make it look good. I can tell you that.
And I can't even think of her name. The
Meghan Markle.
Margaret. She could make real estate law look pretty sexy.
She could, yeah. Meghan Markle and Jessica Pearson. Both of them have amazing and Donna too on the show. I mean, they all have great outfits.
So, Kristen, we know you do a lot of real estate law.
I do.
What's the other kind of law that you guys?
We do a lot of real estate, wills, and estate planning, and then we do estate administration. So if someone passes away and their family needs to get an order of probate or a grant of administration because they didn't have a will, we also do small business work. So incorporations and leases and business purchases and planning to transfer businesses to the next generation.
Oh, cool.
Nice. Kristen, what got you into law? What took you to that job?
So I had an idea that I wanted to be a lawyer going into university, and when I started at the U of A, I knew I wanted to do a business degree as my undergrad, and when I did my business degree, the law classes were the ones that I found that I liked the best, and so that kind of gave me that confirmation and reassurance that yes, this is something that I want to pursue, and that's how I ended up going to law school.
Nice. And so what's your favorite part of the job?
I think my favorite part of the job is meeting with clients, because especially with real estate, you end up doing a lot of the same documents. And so I see mortgage documents all day, every day. I see transfer documents, but what makes the job different and what makes your day interesting is meeting clients and hearing about, how they found that right house for them, or what they're planning to do now that they're selling and downsizing and going to travel around the world. Those kind of things are what make your day special and kind of what you remember at the end of the day.
Nice.
And what do you think? What do you think you bring to the table, or Hassan Reid brings to the table that's different than others?
I mean, I think for us, we work really hard to be client focused. We are really acutely aware of the fact that even though we might do, 30 transactions in a day, ultimately it's people that are buying houses and selling houses. And so there's a family who's waiting to get into their house on the possession date.
Yes.
There's somebody who needs their money as quickly as possible after closing so that they can do whatever it is they want to do with it. So we try to get out of our own way and be practical in making sure that people are getting into their house when they are expecting to, and that they're getting their money back from their sale as quickly as they can.
That's awesome.
Awesome. Kristen, there seems to be some misunderstanding on some family names in your household.
Some misunderstanding.
I'm not sure who started it,
I don't know.
but your husband Phil.
Yeah, Mike.
Oh, Mike.
Yeah.
Your son Winston. Weston.
Yeah.
And your daughter Abigail.
Avery. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm thinking
Good-
it's
good try.
me that has the
It might be you.
misunderstanding.
Yeah, it might be you.
For some reason, I thought her son's name was Weston for the
Winston.
longest.
It is Weston.
Winston.
You thought
I thought it was Winston.
You did and continue to think that it is Winston, and you every time I see you, you say, "How's Winston?" And I say, "Weston's great."
Weston.
Kristen, we share a number of things in common.
We do.
We both did the 2014 games.
We did.
Which was a riot.
We bunked together.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. We were roomies.
Yeah.
Weren't the games in town?
In Lethbridge.
In
We went to
Lethbridge. Oh, in
Lethbridge
Lethbridge.
2 years prior to the
Oh,
games.
right.
Yeah, to get an idea of how it was all going to go down.
Right.
But you're also a sweets fan, love dessert,
Absolutely.
and romantic comedies.
Oh, my favorite.
love you.
I know.
Like, who doesn't want to sit down with a cupcake and Harry Met Sally?
I feel like they don't make enough romantic comedies anymore, though.
I would agree.
Have you?
But your favorite movie is Princess Bride?
Yes.
So I think you are number 2 with that answer. in
Really?
Riding in Cars with Cars.
Who
Yeah.
was number 1?
Melanie Taylor.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could quote the entire movie.
She was pretty close to, yeah.
It's a bit of a problem, and sometimes I do it without really knowing it. Like you're talking about weddings and you start saying marriage is what brings us together today. Right? Like there's no end. Like it applies basically to every situation. There's something from Princess Bride for every situation.
So I feel like we always ask everyone what their favorite song is, and you have
I gave you no song. I just gave you a list
like
of
15 artists.
Yeah,
No
and
songs.
every
genres
genre. Yeah,
and
yeah.
decade. But what I do know about you is that you are killer at Name That Tune.
I'll take that. Yeah.
You'll
Yeah.
Killer?
So I feel like
Yeah.
we
Okay.
should play Name That Tune with you.
Okay.
You on board?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to...
Backstreet's Back.
Nice. That's
That
a
was-
Christmas song.
Yeah, that was Mariah Carey. All I Want for Christmas
Yes.
is You. My favorite Christmas song.
Oh, I should go back to that.
Walking in
in
Memphis. I got half of that one.
Yes. Signed, Sealed, Delivered.
Yes.
Wind Beneath My Wings.
Not.
Jack and Diane.
It is. But I could have fooled you because that's also how Jessica Simpson's song starts.
Oh, good one. It's Dixie Chicks, Not Ready to Make Nice.
Yep. Damn, you're good.
You are killing this.
Beer for My Horses.
Yeah. Who sings it? Toby Keith. I got Toby Keith.
Cry Me a River.
Yep.
Oh, and
Distracted Me or I would have had this.
Toby
raised.
Keith and the guy with the hair. Willie.
Garth Brooks. American Honky Tonk Bar Association.
Yeah. How do you think this is Willie Nelson?
No, the one with beer or your horses.
Yeah, Willie Nelson.
Willie was
is-
on the
Yes.
I Carrie. Always Be My Baby.
Yeah, buddy.
Hotel California.
Yep.
The Eagles.
Good work.
Thank you. The drum line.
Oh.
Oh.
Lose
King
My Breath.
Dance?
Beyonce.
Yep.
I like What You Owe Me. At last, Etta James.
That's right.
Okay. So, Kristen, you moved to Airdrie back in 2004, off and on for summers, correct?
Right, I was home during the summers. My parents moved here in 2004, and then in 2008, when I graduated, I moved home and lived at home for a year in your parents' old house.
Fun fact.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your parents bought my parents' old house, and you had my sister's bedroom.
Right. A year later, Mike and I bought our house.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, what made you stay in Airdrie once you moved back?
You know, I started working at a law firm, and I think that was really what made me realize that I knew that I wanted to be at a small firm. I knew I didn't want to be working downtown and kind of not home ever.
Yeah.
So I knew that I wanted to be at a small firm. I really liked real estate. And then Jim and I started working together, and that was the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
And when did you guys start Hassan Reid LLP?
In 2011. So we actually...
Wow. 7 years ago.
I know.
Holy cow.
It's crazy, hey? It doesn't...
Yeah.
It went by really quickly, and when we opened in January, we opened the first day of the year. It was January 4th, I think, was the first business day. And we had, in the span of, I think, 3 weeks and over Christmas, we got our space. We kind of renovated it to the extent that it needed to be so we could open.
Wow.
And we were open and running, and I feel like we've been kind of running since.
Running ever since?
Yeah.
No kidding.
So, Kristen, what do you love about first living in the city of Airdrie and then doing business in the city of Airdrie?
I think what I love about living in the city of Airdrie is that it is a very close-knit community. I think we have great amenities, and that's only growing more and more as time goes by. I mean, we have restaurants like Hayloft and First and Vine now. We have Fitzsimmons Brewing. We have our own brewery in town now. You know, those are really exciting businesses to see coming up, and it's nice that Airdrie is not treated as just a bedroom community of Calgary anymore.
Yes.
I like that it's very walkable. We have great walking paths. We have great recreation for kids. We've got splash parks and soccer, and Genesis Place is a fabulous resource. As far as business in Airdrie, it's a really close-knit business community. I think it's a really supportive business community. I have loved getting to know other business owners, and I think the Chamber of Commerce has been a really great way to do that and to grow our business that way. And I think that when you go to community events and you go to charitable fundraisers, you see the same people, but in a way that you know that everybody else is out there supporting the great things that are happening in our community.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Kristen, you practice real estate law.
I do.
We are realtors.
I've heard that.
We know your mother's also a realtor, so we're going to take her out of the mix here.
Right.
All right, because I think that's only fair.
Absolutely.
But we're going to play a little James Corden trick.
Okay.
And either you get to tell us in the car right now who your favorite realtor is, or we've got something pretty nasty for you to eat.
Okay, I'm going to take whatever's under the seat.
Okay.
All right.
Let's get that.
Give me whatever is under the seat.
We don't have
Do you want to
anything
lick out
under
the protein bar?
Oh! Yeah,
we don't have it. That's the only thing. She's doing it. I didn't think we had anything under the seat.
Thanks, guys.
I love it.
How disgusting was that?
It was good. Tasted a little bit like chocolate. A little bit like tinfoil.
Well, Kristen, thank you for joining us in the car today.
Absolutely.
We had a lot of fun.
Thank you for having me, guys.
It's a lot of fun.
It was really fun.
I can't
I
believe
will play Name That Tune with you anytime.
Yes.
Will you play
Don't
that?
make me eat anything else that's
Oh,
under the seat.
I was going to say, will you play that game?
Kristen, how can people get a hold of you for their real estate transactions, to get their will done, all that stuff?
Great question. They can give our office a call. Our number is 403-948-3335. But even better than that, let your realtor know that you'd like to use our office, and we're happy to help.
Perfect. Thank you.
Go, no, Marty, are you recording? He goes, I'm always recording, Matt. So,
Okay.
I really like Winston.
Weston.
And Winston.
He's not even
I don't
joking.
even know if
I
you're
really
doing.
like
I don't
Weston.
know if you're
Okay, thanks, Whitney. Bon Jovi. Mostly just great to picture him.